Welcome to Day 5 of our complimentary mortgage training series, 21 Days to Better Loan Processing, brought to you by Master Trainer Stephanie Graham and CompleteMortgageProcessing.com. Today's topic is Become Tech Savvy. If there's one thing a loan processor has to get super comfortable with, it's technology. The more you know about navigating your way through each program that you're required to use, the more proficient you'll be. How much technology you'll need to master will vary based on what level processor you are. When I worked as a loan processing manager, it was necessary for me to have advanced knowledge on a variety of software platforms, including 2 proprietary loan origination systems, Desktop Underwriter, Loan-Prospector, the FHA Connection, all of the third-party vendor platforms, including the credit reporting software, appraisal, title, mortgage insurance, flood certification, and plat map surveys, also verifications, validations, and research databases that we used for employment, assets, verifying property records, and public records, including judgments and bankruptcies. We also had to know lender wholesale submission systems and database management software, along with any other supplemental systems we required. I had so many usernames and passwords that it became a database all by itself. It might seem like a lot, yet we haven't even talked about the everyday office communication technology. It's important to familiarize yourself with those things as well. Let's talk about a few of the things that you're familiar with and a point or two that's important about them. Number 1 is Microsoft Word or any other text or word processing software. Since you're working with lots of documents as a loan processor, Microsoft Word will be one of your best friends. Even when your company has digital forms and processes, you may still need a word processing function to write internal memos or external correspondence. You'll want to make sure that you know how to create, open, edit, and copy and paste in Word. Knowing these basic functions will help you out a lot. Number 2, Adobe Acrobat or some other PDF or secure document generator. Most of the documents that you receive for loan processing will be received in a secure format. It's important to know how to access, fill in, save, and send PDF or PDF-like documents as each situation requires. Number 3, file and document conversions. Oftentimes, the lender or vendor systems require that the documents you are sending to them be sent in a particular format. Be sure to learn how to convert a document to a PDF or an image, and then be able to do the opposite as well. Number 4, uploading and downloading. You'll spend lots of time uploading, downloading, and opening files. So get comfortable with accessing files that have been placed in viewers or embed boxes, as well as opening audio, video, and image files. This will be especially helpful when utilizing city and county websites, and it'll also be helpful when you're doing continuing education or any other type of training. Number 5, online communication systems. Emails, including attachments, chat rooms, forums, social media networks, surveys, questionnaires, and I could go on and on. When it comes to communicating online, make sure you've taken a moment to learn the proper protocol. Some mistakes that amateur online communicators make are writing letters and emails in broken, abbreviated English as if they were sending a text message, or using all caps in the subject line or body, being unaware that that's like yelling at someone. Also take a moment to learn what gets your email post placed in a spam box, gets it flagged, or gets you banned altogether. There are many resources on the internet that kind of helps you get acclimated with what and what not to do when you're communicating online. So be sure to take a look at that if you aren't already familiar. Number 6, texting for business. While you might text your friends and family all day, every day, don't just assume that it's okay to do the same thing with a client. Some people just aren't comfortable with it, especially if they're older. Ask first, and then limit your text to the basics. Anything of great significance should always be communicated by phone or written correspondence. Remember, texting creates a permanent record and could come back to haunt you later, as many politicians have learned. Number 7, document storage accounts. Personally, I love third-party document storage accounts. They allow me many options for sharing documents and collaborating online, and they give me a way to know how many times a document has been loaded, and it makes me feel much more comfortable that I know that someone's actually had an opportunity to receive, read a document, and how many times they've done so. I use Box.net a lot for complete mortgage processing documents. It allows me to send an email link to a document or embed it in a website so someone can view it, print it, or download it as needed. When you invite someone to collaborate, you can edit and comment on documents all while being in different locations. Google Docs is another service that makes working with documents easy. Number 8, mastering your loan origination system is one of those things that's just non-negotiable if you want to be an excellent processor. If you work for a lender, you may have the experience of working with one loan origination system. If you work with a broker, then you may work on 2 or more. You may even have a loan origination system at the broker level, plus a database or pipeline management system for your lender, as well as the lender's loan origination system. If you find that you're required to work with a lot of different systems, set aside some time to figure out the nuances of the software, even if it means coming in early. It'll pay off tremendously when your pipeline is packed. As with most software programs, there's always a little thing here or two that you need to know to make it work. Sometimes if you're working with just a regular computer, sometimes it just has to be restarted to get you back up and running without any problems. So just learn what you need to know about how your software works. Number 9, know the alternatives. It makes all the difference in the world. One of my trademarks is to be able to get the job done in multiple ways. For example, if I'm missing one thing, I immediately begin looking for another alternative route, or 2, or 3. A simple example is being in need of a word processing function to write a letter. If Microsoft Word wasn't functioning, then I'd use WordPerfect. If WordPerfect wasn't functioning, then I'd use Notepad. If Notepad wasn't functioning, then I'd just go online and search for something similar or compatible and download it and use it. The point is to always keep moving in the direction of your goal. We've covered a lot about technology today, and we'll talk about it even more in the coming days. We hope you've enjoyed today's lesson, and you'll come back to join us soon for day 6 of 21 days to better loan processing. See you then.